Hi, I'm Linda Sevilla. I'm the co-founder of the Ascension Center for Higher Consciousness, and we have just launched a new membership area that we call Transcend You. Transcend You is all about providing you tools and courses to raise your energetic vibration. So I want to talk a little bit in this video about energetic vibration. What is it? What are the signs of high or low energetic vibration? And I want to do a little exercise with you if you want to come along with me and play to help you identify things that add to your energetic vibration and things that take away from it. So first, let's talk a bit about energetic vibration. We are energy beings. We look like we're solid, but we're actually energy beings. And our energy is affected by everything that we expose ourselves to. Everything is energy. And so your energy can be drained or it can be added to by the things that you surround yourself by. This can include the people you expose yourself to. There's a saying that we become the average of the 7 people that we spend the most time with. If you've ever spent time with a friend and afterwards you just felt exhausted, drained, that's a person who is pulling your energy down. They're vibrating at a lower frequency. If you're vibrating at a higher frequency and you spend time with somebody at a lower frequency, you might elevate their vibration a bit and they're going to pull yours down. So that's why you get that feeling of just being exhausted or drained around certain people. Now, alternatively, you've probably had the experience of being around other people where after you spend time with them, you feel energized, you feel excited, you feel really happy to be alive. That's because you've been hanging out with somebody who vibrates pretty high. You might have been the lower vibration person and they pulled you up. Or maybe you're both high vibrating people and your energies together just expanded. So the people that we expose ourselves to will elevate or detract from our energy. But it's not just the people, it's everything. How do you entertain yourself? If we engage in low vibration activities, it pulls our energy down. You know what I'm talking about. There are certain things I'm sure that you do sometimes where you're like, wish I had spent my time more productively. I'm a hypnotherapist and I get a lot of people who come to me for wanting to get off the couch in the evening. I don't want to just sit on the couch and eat snacks and veg out. I'd like to be doing something more elevated, something more inspiring. So the way we spend our time will raise or lower our energy. Also, things that we expose ourselves to, like the music we listen to, the shows that we watch, the TV we consume, whether we spend a lot of time on social media or watch the news. Again, whatever we expose ourselves to can lift us up or pull us down. For example, you might have had the experience of listening to certain music where you just want to dance, you want to move, it just makes you feel really good. And then other music where you're like, oh, this is so irritating or annoying to me. Somebody shut that up, right? You're noticing how different types of music affect your own vibration. And so our hobbies, the activities that we engage in, the news, the social media, what the entertainment that we indulge in, the people we spend our time around, what we do for a living. I get a lot of clients who say, I need to get out of my soul-sucking job. If you've got a soul-sucking job, every day you're spending, 8 hours someplace that is draining your energy. There's a reason why people in soul-sucking jobs don't have a lot of energy at the end of the day to do anything. They're being drained all day long. And your own self-talk affects your energetic vibration. We all have a voice inside our minds. If you think you don't, it's the little voice saying, I don't have a voice. And we are constantly running commentary on our own lives. We're looking at people and looking at things, looking at ourselves, judging, comparing, thinking, analyzing, processing whatever is going on in our lives. And so those things that we say to ourselves affect our own energetic vibration as well. Now, as a bit of an aside, your self-talk is really important for other reasons. One, everything that you say, eventually, if you say it enough, imprints on your subconscious mind. Why is this important? Your subconscious runs 90 to 95% of your behavior, and it does whatever it's programmed to do. It is not the logical, rational part of your mind. So when you're saying negative things to yourself, I'm such a loser, I'm never going to amount to anything, that gets impressed upon your subconscious and your subconscious will make it happen. So whatever you're focusing on, you're going to create those results in your world. If you're focusing on how people are unreliable, your subconscious will eventually take that in and you'll start looking at people as unreliable. Your subconscious has no ability to say, oh, you're just in a bad mood, or that's not necessarily true. Whatever you tell yourself frequently enough eventually becomes part of your belief system and part of your reality. Now, you may also be familiar with the law of attraction. Again, we're energetic beings. Our thoughts are also energy. The thoughts that we send out are a bit like what I call attractor magnets. They attract back things of a similar quality, a similar frequency. So, again, when you're thinking negative, critical thoughts, it's not just I'm having a bad day, I'm in a bad mood in this moment. You're actually manifesting all the time. Manifesting is not something that you do for 15 minutes when you sit down and focus on the things that you want to create. You're manifesting all the time with every thought that you think. And so a big focus of Transcend You is shifting our internal dialogue. Cognitive restructuring is the term for it, where you look at the negative thoughts that you're thinking and you find ways to counter them or to think more positively so that you're not drawing in experiences or creating experiences in your life that you don't actually want. And so, little aside on your own self-talk. Now, because we are energy, everything we're exposed to either lifts our energy or lowers our energy. It can have a lot of effect on us physically, mentally, emotionally when our energy is low. So I want to share with you some of the signs of a low energetic vibration. And maybe as you listen, you can just kind of think about, do any of these apply to me? Am I experiencing any of this? And so, one sign of low energetic vibration is reoccurring negative thoughts or emotions. So, if you spend a lot of time anxious, worrying, dreading, or anticipating negatively something that's going to happen, if you get angry easily, if you get triggered easily, if you have a hot button that's super easy to push, it could be due to a low vibration. Feeling uninspired, unmotivated, stuck. So life doesn't seem to have a lot of purpose or meaning. You have a hard time getting things off the ground. You're not that enthusiastic. You kind of wake up and go, meh, another day. That could be an indication of a low vibration. If you seem to struggle to attract positive experiences and positive relationships, in other words, you look around and it seems like everybody in your life is kind of a dud, your relationships aren't very fulfilling or rewarding, or maybe you don't feel as well connected as you might like to be, or you have a lot of negative experiences, not a lot of things that are exciting or positive or good going on in your life, again, sign of a low energetic vibration. You might experience physical symptoms as well, fatigue, tiredness, illness that happens frequently, exhaustion in the body, chronic pain, again, can be affected by or influenced by our vibration. You might have difficulty connecting with other people or communicating with other people. Again, you might feel kind of guarded. You might feel like you can't really trust people. You might feel like you're just not, well connected with people. You might have an addiction. There might be dependence on substances, bad habits, unhealthy relationships. So, whether it's something to make you feel better or not feel what you're feeling, or causing your energetic vibration, so it can either be contributing to it or a way of dealing with an energetic vibration, a low energetic vibration, there's often a correlation between addiction, substance use, and your vibration. You might also find yourself clinging to resentments, holding on to grudges, reliving negative experiences. So just can't let go of negative things that have happened in the past. You might find yourself blaming your circumstances on other people. And so not taking a lot of accountability for what's going on in your life, blaming people, blaming the economy, blaming what's going on in the world, blaming somebody else's actions. And you may also neglect your own self care. So, not paying attention to the things that light you up, that inspire you, that make you feel comforted, that make you feel taken care of. If you're not engaging in self care, there's not a whole lot of self love. Again, that could be related to your vibration. And so, you've probably already figured out what the signs of a high vibration are: increased joy and happiness, strengthened intuition and clarity. You're healthy, you're vital, you feel energized, you have more than enough energy for the things you want to do and the things you need to do. You notice synchronicities happening a lot. You manifest easily. You're drawing to you the things that you really want. You have harmonious relationships. You feel inspired. You feel connected to people. There's a sense of oneness, a sense of unity, a sense of belonging to something bigger. And you develop a strong sense of gratitude and appreciation. You just feel good about life and feel good about opportunities, possibilities, relationships. You feel good about yourself, and your internal talk reflects that. So as I've been listing off the indications of a low vibration and a high vibration, I'm curious to know where you landed. Do you feel as though your vibration is down there in the dumps, or do you feel as though your vibration is doing okay? Or maybe it's great, right? Is there room for improvement? There's always room for improvement, I think. Okay, so this ties into what we do at Transcend You. Let me spend a little moment just talking about the whole purpose of the membership, and then we're going to do an exercise that I do sometimes with my clients to help them become aware of what adds to their energetic vibration and what depletes their energetic vibration so that they can make useful changes in their behaviors or in their lives. So what we do at Transcend You is threefold. The first is we provide tools to help you to elevate your energetic vibration. Again, what we expose ourselves to either lifts us up or pulls us down. And right now in the world, we're being exposed to a lot of really negative things. All you have to do is turn on the news or just look out there in the world. We got wars, we got economic issues, we got health issues. There's all kinds of low vibration stuff going on. And when that's going on, it's really easy to get sucked down by that. And so one section of Transcend You is a pile of tools, very comprehensive. There's lots of stuff in there that will help you to raise your energetic vibration. We talk about meditation, we talk about mindfulness, we talk about the use of crystals and herbs, color and sound frequencies. We talk about acts of kindness, we talk about cultivating gratitude, and we talk about cognitive restructuring. And I'm not just talking about it. Where applicable, I'm giving you hypnosis sessions or guided meditations or something to listen to, like a track or something. I'm giving you exercises to do. I'm giving you, here's how to use this tool, how to implement it in your life for whatever desired result you're looking for. And so that's one thing we're doing at Transcend You, giving you tools to raise your energetic vibration that you can access easily. The second thing is our vibration, as I mentioned earlier, can also be affected by bad habits, low mood, negative thinking, unhealthy behaviors. As a hypnotherapist, I know that when somebody's struggling with depression, they're struggling with anxiety, they're struggling with a phobia, they're not sleeping, they're eating garbage, they're addicted to something, all of that is going to affect your vibration and drag you down. And so the second part of Transcend You is I have collected my very best resources and tools, and I've got them divided up by the type of goal that you might want to work on. So if you're struggling with anger or depression or dealing with difficult people or self-care is hard for you, you can go into each section and there's a variety of resources. There are several hypnosis sessions for each topic. I give you recordings with subliminal messages that your subconscious can take in while you're busy just doing whatever you do. I give you frequencies that are meant to adjust what's going on for you on a subconscious level. And I also, for each category, each type of goal, give you a variety of other things that you can do on your own to help shift whatever's going on in that area. And so that's the second thing Transcend You provides is tools and hypnosis, to help you shift when it comes to achieving a goal. And the third thing is community. Again, the people we surround ourselves with affect our energetic vibration. And so I've created a community of people who are upbeat, people who are positive, people who want to make a change in the world, people who want to work on their own stuff. See, my big goal for Transcend You is to change the energy of the planet overall. We affect the world at large. We're energetic beings, so it's not just us in our little bubble. We're all connected. How I'm feeling, how I'm doing affects the next person over. How we're doing as a collective dictates the energetic vibration of the world as a whole. And so when we work on ourselves and when we come together in a community of like-minded people who want to grow, who want to evolve, who want to put good into the world, we're contributing to a better world overall. So the third thing that we're providing is community, and it's all in service of resolve your own stuff, raise your own energetic vibration, and when you do, you elevate the vibration of the planet. So if that sounds good to you, come and check it out. You're welcome to come and have a look. We put together a lot of information. I will include the link down in the comments or in the area down below where you do such things. And you can check it out without having to pay for anything, kind of get a sense of what it's all about and what we do there. Okay, So I have an exercise that I'd like to do with you. I've got to slow down and move into hypnosis mode. I'll explain a little bit about what we're going to do. I'm going to have you close your eyes and just get into a more relaxed state. When our brain waves slow down, like when we're in meditation, we're relaxed, we're in hypnosis, we access the subconscious better. What that means is we can get deeper insight into what's going on with us, and we can also communicate to the subconscious what we want it to do. So we're going to spend a little while just doing some deep breathing and settling in. And then I use the analogy of an energy bank to talk about your vibrational frequency. I use the analogy because your subconscious, being the creative part of your mind, responds beautifully to imagery and symbolism. That's the language that part of your mind speaks. And we all understand the concept of a bank account, right? If you're constantly withdrawing, and never making a deposit, your account ends up in the red. And the same is true of our energy account. So in this exercise, we're going to look at what are the drains on your account. Are there people? Are there hobbies? Are there pastimes? Are there behaviors? Is there internal dialogue that is draining your vibration? And if so, we're going to do an exercise to kind of shore you up against that drainage happening. We're also going to look at what contributes to your energetic vibration, what behaviors, people, hobbies, interests, etc., elevate your vibration. Now, sometimes we can't help having a little bit of a drain occurring. All we have to do is look out there in the world and we're going to lose a little bit of energy. And so again, back to the analogy of a bank account. If there's going to be some deposit or some withdrawals coming out from time to time, it's useful to know how to make deposits so that we can keep that account topped up. Okay, so if that sounds good to you, I'm going to switch over from talking mode to hypnosis mode, and let's do this exercise together. And so if you'd like to join in, I'm going to get you to close your eyes down in a moment. If at this point you just want to see what's going to happen, you're welcome to watch with your eyes open. Sometimes people want to know what's going to happen before they do it. You can always rewind this and do it once you know what actually happened. But if you feel like coming along with me, now is the time to just close your eyes down and just get settled in wherever you are. Get yourself comfortable. And let's take a few nice deep breaths. Now, of course, deep breathing just helps to slow the pace down a little bit, helps to switch over from talking mode to hypnosis mode or to a calmer, more peaceful state, helps to regulate the nervous system, helps us to settle in. So let's just hang out here for a little while doing some nice deep breathing. And while you're breathing, I want you to just imagine on the exhales that you could breathe away anything that's been on your mind, anything that's happened so far today, or anything coming up later. You could breathe away any incomplete tasks, any responsibilities or obligations, as though you could just release them on the exhales. And now I'm going to ask you to just really focus on your breathing. Notice the rhythm of your breathing. Notice which parts of your body rise or fall with a breath. Notice a little sound that your breathing makes, audible only to you. Noticing whatever there is to notice. And as you focus on your breathing, just practice taking nice, long, slow, deep breaths. Almost as though you could fool somebody into thinking you'd fallen asleep. If somebody were to walk into the room that you're in right now, they'd be like, "Oh, you're sleeping, I'm so sorry." And so taking nice, long, slow, sleep-like breaths. Now, as I mentioned, I'm going to use the analogy of a bank account to get you to think about what affects your energetic vibration. Now, you know how a bank account works. When we make deposits, we fill that account up. A withdrawal, of course, removes some of the money, and in this case, energy, from the account. And if we're constantly making withdrawals without any deposits being made, we end up in a deficit. So it's important that we both shore ourselves up against making too many withdrawals and make sure to make a lot of deposits. And so let's focus first on withdrawals. I mentioned earlier that everyone and everything that you expose yourself to, the music that you listen to, the shows you watch, the social media, the hobbies and habits that you engage in, all of them have an impact on your energetic vibration. And so in a moment, I'm going to be quiet. And in that quiet time, I'd like you to just take some time to consider what or who is a drain on your bank account. What is draining your energetic vibration? Maybe it comes to you in thoughts or words or in knowing and understanding. Maybe you see images within your mind. Just allowing it to come forward in whatever way it does. I'm going to be quiet now and let you to just become aware of any of the energetic drains on your account. Identified energetic drains on your account. In a moment, I'm going to be quiet again, and here's what I'd like you to do in the quiet time. Your subconscious, being the creative part of your mind, may have solutions or ideas as to how to shore yourself up against those energetic drains. Maybe it's important to make a change in your habits or behaviors. Maybe it's important to spend less time with somebody who drains your energy. Maybe there's some action that needs to be taken, a conversation that needs to be had. But I'm going to be quiet again, and in that quiet time, I'd like you to just ask your subconscious for some solutions for shoring yourself up against those energetic drains. And so taking some time to check in with yourself, ask your subconscious for solutions, taking time to do that now while I'm quiet. I'm going to have you think about what is a deposit into your energy bank. Are there certain people that when you spend time with them, they lift your spirits, they elevate your energy, you leave feeling good, inspired, full of life? Are there certain activities or behaviors that you engage in that afterwards you feel great, you feel well taken care of, you feel energized, revitalized? How about your self-talk? What does it sound like? Does it contribute to your overall energy bank? Is there anything else that is a deposit? Taking some time to consider what counts as a deposit for you. How are you topping up your energy account? Taking some time to consider that while I'm quiet. You've identified some things or people that top up your energy account, but it's always useful to have ways to make even more deposits. We want that account to be overflowing, to be abundant, to have more than enough, so that if there is the occasional drain, you're still well topped up. And so in a moment, I'm going to be quiet again. And in that quiet time, I'd like you to consider if there's anything additional you can do to top up your energy bank. Anything else that might contribute to you having a higher vibrational frequency. Are there any changes or adjustments that need to be made? Anything that you'd like to add to your routine, your repertoire? Taking some time to consider what else you could do to contribute to depositing into your energy bank. Taking time to consider that while I'm quiet. Having taken some time to do this exercise, to be aware of what counts as a withdrawal for you, to be aware of what counts as a deposit, to have found ways to prevent the withdrawals from occurring, to have found ways to top up your energy bank, you'll notice that having spent this time that an interesting thing is happening for you. You'll notice that you're aware as you go throughout your day-to-day activities of when you're losing energy, when you're doing something or you're around somebody or you're in an environment that causes a depletion to occur. And you're more aware as well as what counts as topping up that energy account. You'll notice you're tuned in to the people, places, and experiences that elevate your energy. In other words, you're developing even more resources that you can use to elevate your energy, and more understanding, more awareness when it comes to what counts as depleting your energy. Our energy is important. Our energy contributes to our physical, mental, and emotional well-being. It's from our energetic vibration that we manifest the experiences of our life. If we're in a low energy place, we draw in more low energy people and activities and experiences. And again, my dream for this planet is to help people to raise their own energetic vibration so that we can contribute to a higher vibration on this planet overall. And so it begins with each individual. It begins with awareness. It begins with insight. It begins with understanding ourselves. It begins with being mindful as we go through our day-to-day of what counts as a deposit and what counts as a withdrawal. It means taking responsibility for the choices that we make so that we're not depleting our energy, but rather keeping it vibrant, keeping it high. And so you'll notice that having done this exercise, you're developing more awareness. And with awareness, we can make different choices. You'll notice it's coming more easily to do those things that are higher vibrational frequency activities, to spend time with people who raise your energetic vibration, to speak to yourself in such a way that your internal voice adds to your vibration instead of detracting from it. A positive internal voice, like having a very good friend inside your mind. You'll notice that you have more clarity around what drains you and more clarity around what elevates you. And you're able to take this information and use it to improve your own vibration. And so just bringing your attention back to the here and now, grounding in your current experience, noticing the room that you're in. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and upon doing so, return to normal consciousness. Always feels so good coming out of that state. So thank you so much for playing along here and for watching this video. I really appreciate it. And if you're interested in what we do at Transcend You, like I said, there'll be information in the box below. Have a great rest of the day. Take care.